In this lecture, we're going to talk about Type 2 authentication. That can also be called something you have or possession factors, because it is something you have in your possession. Here, since we have whatever it is in our possession, we prove who we are. I say, I am Thor. I use that for identification. Then I have to prove I'm Thor. Since I have Thor's ID or passport or credit card, I must be Thor. Most of the Type 2 authentication assumes some sort of shared trust. You have your passport, you look like the person in the picture, then we assume the passport is real because we trust the issuer. I mean, a passport is really just a piece of paper, but we add more stuff to make it more secure. We have raised ink, we have holograms, we have little magnetic strips, we have little chips in them. So with those, we really just took a piece of paper and added a bunch of security features to make it more secure. But when you're traveling, that's not all they do. They take your passport, they scan it to see, does this actually match with the records we have for you in our database? It can even be a one-time password. And I have students who say, but Thor, it says password. And yes, I understand that. But a one-time password, you're not expected to remember. It's something on a piece of paper or on an app. It is something you have in your possession. For Type 2 authentication, we should probably also talk about tokens. I think I started using those maybe 15-20 years ago for my work. For many years, it was one of those small RSA tags. It was a hardware token, something I physically carried with me whenever I logged into my work computer, regardless if it was from home or at my workstation in the office. I would type in my username and password and whatever the RSA tag had on it. I think the last maybe 8-10 years, it has been software tokens. That's the ones where you have an app on your phone. Whenever you get prompted, you type in the numbers from the app. Again here, we get multi-factor authentication. Username, password, something you know. The token, something you have. And you can either have those as HOTP or TOTP, HMAC-based or time-based. HMAC-based uses a shared secret. Whenever you click on it, it generates a code, and that code is valid until you use it. Once you use it, you generate a new one. The other one, and much more commonly used, is the time-based one-time password, TOTP. Here, every 30 or 60 seconds, a new token is generated, and here it's critically important that the time on your device and the time on the server are aligned. That doesn't mean the same time zone, but both devices have to have the same time. If they're not synchronized, it will not work. And with that, we are done with Type 2 authentication. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next lecture where we start on Type 3 authentication.